Maximum cash flow from Columbus IUL. So this is illustration. Hopefully, with you guys caliber, I think we can finish it within 30 minutes, right? You guys you're all familiar with illustration software, right? So once again, this is internal use only. This is not for general public. It is for agents use or prospect agents use. This is for training use. To know is about policy details. So in particular case that I was working on is a guy named Joe Sample. He's a male. He's 40 years old. And he's saying that I'm going to put away about $500 a month. And I'm going to use it for both for my life insurance for my family. Should something happens to me, should something bad happen to me, my family will be taken care of. If not, I'll save that $500 toward my retirement plan, right? So that's the scenario. So in this scenario, what I normally do is I go and click on this thing called maximum cash flow. So once you hit maximum cash flow, you'll soon realize this type of illustration will change to software cash flow, and your face amount will change to minimum. So it's all automatic. So all you have to do is that punch in the client information and premium and click on max cash flow, and it'll calculate for you. And then I said $500 a month until age 70. The reason why I said age 70, if you're 40 years old, there's a very little chance he's going to retire at age 65, right? So I put down 70. It could be arbitrary number, but I put down 70. So he's saving $500 a month until age 70, so next 30 years, right? And the next thing is, starting at the end of the age 70, he start taking money out. Normally, automatically, the system will automatically put down 65 to 85, from age 65 to 85. But to me, it doesn't make sense. To me, I mean, you probably retire at 65. What if you live past beyond 85? The illustration will show zero income. To me, I'm not comfortable with that. So what I do is I manually change this to 70 to 120, so show the whole lifespan. So what I'm having this software to do is that calculate my retirement income, my client's retirement income, starting at age 70 all the way to age 120, which is a mature age for his life insurance policy, right? And then as soon as I put that in, I see what the number. If this is values, the value tab is for the agent. So I'm looking at this, and it's the very first thing that I noticed. So before I even show it to client, I want to make sure everything's all inputted correctly. So I'm checking on my own, see what we have. So this particular scenario, the death benefit is $362,367. So $500 a month will purchase him $382,000 life insurance for his family. How much of this $382,000 is taxable in case of his death? There is no tax, right? So income tax free. And the next number that I see is that, what happens to retirement? What if he has a perfect good healthy life and he reached retirement at age 70? Starting at the end of age 70, beginning of age 71, this calculation shows that he will have $42,584 coming in as a retirement income until when? Age 120. Not bad. And how much of $42,584 is taxable? Zero. So income tax free money. Once again. And then I'm looking at this. It's $500 a month. And next objection the client might have is, what if I cannot make $500 a month? What if I cannot deposit that money? So I'm looking at this. Minimum premium, and minimum premium is per year is $2,470.08. So the room that he has, the room that this client will have, is anywhere between about $200 a month all the way up to $500 a month. To reach his original financial goal, he has to stick with $500 a month, but he has a flexibility just in case something bad happens. See, if it is on the financial crunch, he can lower it as little as $200 a month, or even more, should he have some cash value built in. So I'm just giving my client, hey, here's an option, and you're not stuck with it. You can actually make some changes, right? And the next thing I look at is a target premium. Target premium being $691.42. I mean, that's for agent's compensation calculation, right? And the trip calculation. So I'm looking at this. Oh, that number looks good. So I'm about to show this to the client. I'm ready to show it to the client. But before I do that, I just wanted to sidetrack and show you why I prefer Columbus over different companies. Number one, National Life, same scenario, right? What's the target premium on National Life? $4,955.48. That we're looking about close to $2,000 difference. Is that what you wanted to do? You want to lose that much commission base? And here's another thing. The minimum premium is $2,413. The minimum premium is $2,470. So the minimum is about the same. Let's look at the maximum. The maximum is $6,000, which is driven by this thing called guideline level premium. On the Columbus Life, guideline level premium is $6,000. On the National Life, same scenario, guideline level premium is $5,668. So even if client wants to, unless he changes his plan to option B, he cannot put $500 a month. Yeah, which means he has to either increase death benefit or change the death benefit option to option 2. So in that scenario, in that case, what's going to happen is the cost of insurance will be a little higher because your death benefit is higher, right? So to me, Columbus Life sticks with our design better, right? And what about GSP? GSP is the driven factor for, hey, what if I put a lump sum in 5 years or 6 years, right? GSP for National Life is $66,815. Not per year. That's a guideline single premium. On the Columbus Life, guideline single premium $71,000. So if you have same amount of death benefit, Columbus Life gives you bigger headroom because you can put more money. Total you can put is a $71,000 versus $66,000. On top of this, historically speaking, Columbus Life has better rate of return. Their cap is a little better. Their investment strategy is a little better. Can you see why I like Columbus Life a little over National Life? I mean, I do sell National Life time to time, but the thing is, when I have a chance, I kind of recommend my agent to go with Columbus Life. Client has a more flexibility in terms of a minimum and maximum premium they can put in. Client has a more choices in terms of investment option. What I meant by this is they have a better portfolio, in my opinion, because it's got uncapped strategy and higher cap also. And Columbus has higher target premium. Now let's go with the National Life, not National Life, AIG. AIG's case is now look at it. Skyline level premium is $5,991, so little shy of $6,000, close enough, but little less. And guideline single premium is $69,679, so which is $2,000 less than Columbus Life. 7-pay premium is a $15,436. What is a MAC premium? $15,171. So 7-pay is a little higher with AIG. Target premium is $5,521 versus $6,600. So we're looking about $1,000 of difference in target premium once again. So by looking at this agent page, I'm telling you that Columbus Life it seemed to be an easier choice for us because it helps the client and it gives them more compensation for the agent. And now, since I seen my agent reports, that's what it is. The value is for agent. It's not for the client. I just want to make sure that everything's all ready to make a presentation. I'm about to make a presentation. What I do is that before I make a presentation, I choose the report that I want to show to my client. What are the report that I want? Number one is accelerated death benefit rider, and it is default. This is defaulted to show accelerated death benefit rider, which I'll show you later on the slide. And number two is simplified ledger. Simplified ledger makes it a little easier for you to show your client the account values and death benefit and the income, because it's all one, all summarized the pages. So what I normally do is I take the screenshot of a simplified ledger, and along with it, I send the entire illustration. That way, I'm in compliance because I send them the entire ledger, but I show them just a bullet point of the benefit of the policy by showing the simplified ledger. So that's where the simplified ledger comes in. And I show company ratings. And sometimes people ask, there are times people ask this question: don't you do New York Life and Manulife? They think that's the best company. Do you do John Hancock? Do you do Prudential? I haven't heard of Columbus Life. So that's when I use company rating and show them, hey, Comdex rating of 95. So I thought that would be good to include. And just in case some engineer like me, some anal person wanted to know every bit of the cost, I also type in the select UL supplemental expenses chart. This is the simplified ledger. As you can see, it's a very, very simple, because it just shows, number one, hey, this is the amount of money that you're putting in. Starting at age 40 all the way to age 70, that means 30 years, you put $6,000 a month, $6,000 a year, $500 a month. So over 30 years of time, you have put in total of $180,000. Meanwhile, your death benefit starts at $382,000 and $367. Death benefit, right? So let's say you start taking money out, and you're taking out $42,584 a month per year for every year, and you've done it till age 90. So if you look at this column, it shows 671,683 minus. What it means is that you put in $180,000 and you took out 671 plus 180. That's why it's a negative 671. So at this point, all the money that you put in, 180,000 is already you used up, and you used up $671,000 more than what you have put in, right? And on top of this, should something happens to this client, there's a death benefit of $212,000. Now, out of that $671,000, how much is taxable? Zero. Out of $212,000, should he die, how much is taxable? Zero. So we're looking about what? $800,000. Just because he came up with $180,000 first 30 years. He has recuperated $180,000 already. Right? Right? Now, if this client dies at age 120, that's what this shows. By the time that he reached age 120, he had taken out close to $2 million, $1.9 million already. And his family is entitled for $1.8 million death benefit, and both income tax free. Right? And the next one is the expense chart. The expense chart shows the very first two columns The very first column is premium charges, and mostly the tax, premium tax and the charges. And then the second column is the cost of insurance. This is the actual cost of insurance. If you look at the actual cost of insurance, what is the first year cost of insurance? $132 per year, about $10 a month. Well, there's a $500 the fees, mostly sales charges. So, but the thing is, the cost of insurance isn't that big. And the next thing you'll see is that expense charge of 10 years, 1665. This is the biggest charge, but this is for only for the first 10 years. And sometimes people complain, why would they want to charge that? Here's my answer. Now, if he put $6,000 first year and then should he die, how much does the life insurance company has come up with? $382,000. They need some backing, right? They need to make some money. That's why there's a 10 years of those fees. And then once the 10 year is up, the fee drops down to $48, $4 a month. I don't think it is too much. As a matter of fact, I'm about to have a conversation with a product designer at Columbus Life, and he actually wanted to talk to me about that. So I just didn't have a chance to talk to him because of my Bahama trips, and I've been busy. Probably I'll call him, if not tomorrow, next week sometime. I'm telling Columbus Life to consider redesigning their product so that this expense charge is only 5 years instead of 10. So it'll be 5 years, same amount for 5 years, and in return, surrender charge for 20 years, and let the client decide. So client can go 10-year surrender charges, 10-year per $1,000 charges, or 20-year surrender charges with 5-year per $1,000 charges. The reason being is that if you don't surrender your policy, surrender charge means nothing. But if you shorten your per $1,000 charge by 5 years, it'll enhance your cash value more. And the choice is up to the client. I'm telling them, hey, don't make one product. Make the product and have it available so that client don't mind 20-year surrender charges with a less per $1,000 charge. They can choose that, or if they want to, they can go with. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can show it once it is approved. Yeah? At the time of application. So it's not approved yet. It's not. They're still considering it, but that's something that I'm telling them to do. Yeah, I think it'll make their cash value look a lot nicer. Okay. Yeah, that's the expense charge. Cash value. Right. Yeah. It's coming out of cash value. All right. Plus rider. We all send this, right? So very first one, death benefit. Should anything happen, $382,000 death benefit, income tax free to the family. Number two, chronic illness. If the client client become disabled and he cannot function, 2 out of 6 activities of daily living, right? 2 out of 6 activities of daily living for more than 90 days, and it is perceived to be permanent, then you can collect part of your death benefit early on. The first column, 177,000, is a half of 382,000. So you take half, but the thing is, you take half, but you take it over 3 to 10 years. You decide. The client decide. If they want it over 4 years, they can have it over 4 years. If they want it 5 years, they can have it 5 years. They can decide anywhere between 3 to 10 years. And remaining half is still death benefit. Another option is that they can take all lump sum. And lump sum is a little less, $139,000. They take it at all lump sum, and the remaining death benefit is $231,000. That's chronic illness. And the next one is critical illness. Critical illness shows in California, if your client has a medical condition and he is going without any medical treatment, this condition will lead to fatal situation should he not get a medical treatment for the next 6 months. That's the definition. If that happened, if he's in that medical condition, he can take out at first year $23,148, and that there's a remaining death benefit of $357,000. And the next one is terminal illness in California. If doctor tells you you got less than 12 months of life expectancy because of your medical condition, you can take out as much as $209,000 first year and remaining death benefit of $155,000. What if you're not dead? What if you're not sick? Then there is a cash surrender value. This is money that is available for your client to use, income tax free. That's Life Plus Rider for you. Rate of return. So this is over 2014 through 2018. That's 5 years. Average annual rate of return of 8.93, 7.51, and 8.73, and so on and so forth. So over long haul, we're looking like since the inception of 1957, 7.2% per year, 8.13% per year, 6.09% per year. The highest rate of return you got is a 51.63%. The lowest rate of return you'll get is 0. So no matter what happened to the market, client will not have investment loss. And this is by annual basis. 1999 to 2018, so last 20 years, year by year. The worst you had is 0, right? And the strength of the company, AM Best, A+, Standard & Poor's, AA-, Fitch, AA, Comdex rating, combining all this rating together, we're looking out of 100 being the best, they're 95 out of 100 Comdex ranking. Pretty much wraps up the illustration. Yeah. So any question? No question? Are you ready to go home? Yeah.